We liked having Sharodi Rapeti in the studio so much that we asked her back. She's the head of Deloitte's TMT, that's Technology, Media and Telecoms practice. And we were talking about these big trends and how much hype is around them. But in many ways, this hype cycle can be quite injurious to the way people adopt technology, isn't it?
Toby, it's about two things, you know. It's the hype cycle and wanting to predict the future in order to create companies that grow, or as users of technology to get a more a comfortable sense and an assurance about when to adopt the technologies, etc. But there's another more poignant factor that we need to onboard about technologies. If we forever trying to be caught up in this sexy courtship of where the technology is going to, sure, it's funky, it's you know, gets us excited about this future. It kind of also keeps us we're literate. We can use the devices. We understand the differences. We can compare and even make opinions on which are better and best, etc. But has it created more jobs? Has it led to an industry that has increased, you know, on the economic export profile? Have we become one of the more competitive nations? Has it increased the number of matriculants, the science and maths graduates? And those are the fundamental questions that we need to be asking. Are we a nation of consuming media, or are we media and all things digital? Are we just following, or are we innovating? And by innovating, you know, I would then beg the question, as I would to any of my clients, are we creating a manufacturing environment that is going to turn us into a supplier rather than just a consumer? And then I would say, study these predictions, but ask as government, ask as a parent, ask as a consumer, what does it mean to me?
I think these are really important ideas to concentrate on, because, you know, whereas Vodacom was a pioneer in pay-as-you-go, that is a technology now used around the world, where's the next wave of innovation? Why do we not have a consciousness, and very often from government or from in a policy perspective, that concentrates on that? So these are helpful things to know. Thanks again for popping into the studio. Sharodi Rapeti, head of Deloitte's TMT practice.